Hey guys, this is SCVspacebubb. I got for you the second game of the series between me and Xor. Xor is the orange Terran opponent at the top left-hand side of Metalopolis. It was game chosen by the loser of the game 1, which was me, and I decided to choose it. I am Zerg for this game. As I said, I'm always going random. So I got no clue what I'm going to be doing next. I got no build orders as such. It's got a general idea of what I want to be doing, and it really depends what the opponent is doing. So it's going to be a Terran vs Zerg on Metalopolis, and it's a pretty fast opponent. I mean, he's all the way here, I'm all the way here. I'm just sending my overloads into the adjacent is not even a word, to the base next door, I suppose. There is a word for it, I can never say it. My English pronunciation is not too good today, since I'm just generally not too well. So I am going to send out my scout at 13, and I suppose I should be probably opening with the hatch first. So we do have Xor here opening with nothing cheesy like 14 command center. He does get his barracks. We do know players like TLO, which actually get their that command center at 14. So we don't see that. Xor is not as good as TLO. But I'm actually saving up. I do have my 16, so I am gonna be throwing my hatch, and there's actually an SCV going into my base, which is like not nice because now we know where we are. And am I gonna actually be able to throw it down? No, I'm not. So Xor is trying to deny my expansion. He might even get to kill this droid if I'm not careful. And so I am actually forced to throw down another drone off the line. And he actually did move out of the way for this for my hatchery to be done. And right now I'm not opening out or not getting a very early spawn point. I'm trying to sneeze, trying to just get as many drones as I can, because early in the game, very important, I'm actually getting a kill on this SCV, and I was just hiding here with my little drone, hoping to see what tech we will be seeing from our Terran player. And so, if I go to the income tab, right now it is 14 to 16 for me, and only now my spawn pool actually goes down. So, it is pretty late. We actually see second gas coming in for Xor, and I'm not sure what he's gonna be able to. We might see some early play of Banshees. However, he's no Wilkerness, so he did just build it so I can steal, I suppose. So I could just make an extractor. I suppose he's gonna blow it up now. No, he's actually gonna start building. That's kind of weird because he built it, then stopped building it, and then build it again. I'm not sure what the reason for that is, but we do see a reactor on this singular racks, and there is also no expansion getting dropped as such. I do have my hatchery finishing, and I actually got my spawn pool as well, and double gas. I did scout his double gas, so I know there's gonna be nothing too fast attacking me right now. But we do have a factory, we do have racks, so we might see some blue flame Hellions. I'm actually building a roach warren just in case of that. It doesn't cost gas to build a roach warren. I think it's very important as Zerg that when you play a Terran, that you just randomly throw down the roach warren, because roaches are very, very good troops in general, and the building itself is not that expensive. It's only 150 minerals plus a drone, so 200 minerals. You can normally afford that unless you're doing something wrong. At least in later game, you should always have a roach warren. So I am going to basically have my second base. You don't really harass it as such, and I'm actually seeing the second factory on the production tab for Xor, and we do see the infernal pre-igniter, so blue flame Hellions will be on the field. Second factory on the way. He will change it with the barracks. At least that's what I think he's gonna do. And so far he might actually get a very easy win, because I am morphing my hatchery to a lair, and I've got no roaches coming as such. I am just now trying to get some sight, get some vision, and to be honest, I'm not sure if I can hold this off, because blue flame Hellions totally OP against drones and Zerglings. I don't think I even got speed. No, there is even no speed upgrade for those Zerglings. I'm saving up all my gas. I'm actually throwing down a overseer because I did think there might be some Banshee play. And here comes a Spire, so I do have my Spire on the way. It does take quite a bit of time to finish, though. I don't know if I can actually get enough defenses to actually counter this, because he does have Marines, he does have Blue Flame Hellions. The Blue Flame actually done. It's actually getting stacked by his own Marines. Command Center only now getting dropped. If I go to Income tab, 25 to 31 in favor for me. I'm actually did throw down 2 Spine Crawlers, however they take quite a while to make. I did spot this coming in because I do have those Zerglings, I think. No, I'm actually running that Zergling away, so I might not see the Hellions actually running to my base. No, he's actually taking the power round, so I'm not gonna see it. My Spine Crawlers might get made, but these blue helmets, they're just so powerful against the against those Hellions. At least against those drones. And there is actually a hole in my wall. I did try to put a queen in the middle, and all these drones are gonna just get a fry life. I'm actually bad micro here because I did put them all together. I didn't even. There is 1-on-1 health just taking shots at them. 3 kills on it so far. 5 kills. Ouch! That was some serious damage, and one of those Hellions gets picked off. All the rest are in the heavy red, so they can't really run back in right now. And I am throwing down 7 mutas. If I go to Xor's screen, he did see the Spire, so he does know. Oh, jeez, there is mutas coming up. However, I think he does not very good enough minerals to actually throw down 7 mutas, as there is no engineering bay. Also, there's nothing getting made, no Marines or anything. I'm actually coming in with my little Overseer, just counting out. It doesn't have speed. Doesn't have the Overseer speed. I'm actually contaminated the wrong building here by accident. I should have been contaminated the factory. But I have misclicked, and I did end up contaminating a building that's not actually done. And here comes my meters as counterattack. If I go to Income tab, I am down to 12 workers. Xor's on 28. And he did start with 28, at least. And as we see now, he did do some brilliant harassment at the start. However, I don't think it really paid off because he has no special anti. He does have a pack of Marines, no stim pack, no combat shields. So my mates are able to take that pretty easily. I'm actually able to pick off a Hellion or 2 as they were trying to move in. And he's now going down in his count as well. I do have these 2 Spine Crawlers up and running. Actually getting a creep tumor. And as we can see, 1, 2, 3 of them are really low health. If I go to Income tab, Xor is actually even with me on the workers because he's just so low on those. And I actually did wall off my expansion this time. So even though these heads just running in, I do have all my drones saved here. So he did just lose like all his Blue Flame Hellions, and if I go to Income tab, he did only manage to get 1. And I'm still in his base, trying to do some harassment, destroying the reactor, and still picking up an SCV or 2. So I think my harassment is a tiny bit better. I'm actually having the reinforcing mutas coming in, and there's actually some really far off SCVs saved here. So if I go to Income tab now, I am slowly back up. He's down to 2 SCVs, and those 2 SCVs are all the way here, not mine. So I managed to just do enough harassment to annoy him pretty much. I'm actually destroying another reactor. No, tech lab, sorry, that was a tech lab. No, that was a reactor on the factory. My bad, I don't even remember my things anymore. I'm actually trying to pick up this orbital as well, see just as much stuff as I can. I'm just trying to see what I can really do. He does need to protect his middle line as much as he can. His income is minimal. Actually should go down to 0. He's only now throwing on a mule, although this has a lot of mules available. Just trying to pick up some supply because this is going to be really important for him. And if I go to Income tab, it's 21 workers to 3 in favor of me. However, my queens are still set up here. I'm not really watching. If I go to my screen, I am concentrating on the muta harassment. I'm only just now came back. As you can see, my queen just moved. And It's 48 food to 60, so I am pretty much ahead. However, he does have Siege Tech and Infill and Pre-Igniter. So I didn't get in those meals as fast as I suppose, but he does have those OP mules. So let him just build his econ. He has 3 workers, and he has more metal income than me. And I got 26. So we can just see how OP mules actually are. If I go to production tab, we see roaches on the way to counter the blue flame hellions, and also metabolic boost coming 13 minutes into the game, nearly 14 minutes. So I am pretty much ahead right now. I do have some meters left. If I go to units lost, it's 53 for Xor with 3.6k minerals and 27 for me. And I also mine out of 2 base. He only mined from 1 base really. Although we could come down. I'm actually doing some more contamination with this one overseer, so you can't make any units out of these 2 barracks. I'm just trying to be annoying. It's not any like long reach. It's 1 marine. I managed to stop 2 marines with 2 contaminations because it does last 20 seconds and it takes 20 production cycle thingies. These things. And marine takes 24. So I just managed to stop like 1 and a bit of a marine. And as you can see, just build up a bit of environment, trying to put them under a bit of pressure now, because I'm building up 22 links. I do have my metabolic boost upgrade complete. However, no road speed, so it's going to take me ages to get those roads all the way to his base. I do have the Xalnaga towers, which is a vital thing on this map, just to see any Hellions or any units actually moving in. And I do spot this Hellion, so that's pretty important. Here comes my ball of speedlings, roaches, and mutas. And I actually see this Hellion trying to go. Actually, he's not actually trying to move into my base. I suppose he just here looking at the Meng statue with the dog and thinking, oh yeah, that's awesome. So we'll see how he actually managed to hold off. He does have 2 tanks sieged up. So I would need a big bunch of Banelings actually steamroll that, because there's also turret and marines. Meaning I can't actually get my mutas in just to snipe a tank. And I do run my speedlings right into it, and he does manage to get sniped quite a bit of those. And I do run in, trying to take out this tank. However, there is this missile turret, which is really annoying. I think I actually lost a muta because of my miss micro here. And at this point I know, okay, he does have pretty good defense. However, he is on 1 base. Saw all this time is on 1 base. I am reinforced my attack with some lings. There is no upgrades done as of yet. Xor is actually does manage to just about get infantry weapons 1. If I go to income tab, it's 21 to 31. Because I've been trying to throw down troops more than anything, I just got so much minerals that I can just see my macro is not the best. I am getting the barrow. A few more zerglings, just seeing what I can actually make happen here. I do manage to catch all of these marines out of position, 8 health, 5 health, and there is no medieval to actually heal them. He does have a stop with her, but it's not working, so I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do with that. I'm actually trying to do some harassment, attacking on 2 sides, but there is another missile just to prevent me from doing that, and that is really annoying. I really like this turtle by our 10th player. He has really nice position on the tanks. He has missile turrets guarding nearly every single thing. Could maybe just about snipe the engineering bay if I went from that side. So I am forced to just leave him alone or fall back. I'm actually getting my infestation pit. And I did drone up a little bit, so I am at 40 to 26. I am quite ahead in the economy, and I actually grabbed the gold expansion here. Why not? I've got the map control, and I'm strongly ahead, so I feel, okay, get the gold, it is very important. And we actually see him moving, so trying to get his expo here, which isn't the best wish for me. I don't really want him expanding. So I do see this, and I'm just trying to run a pack of lings, trying to just deny this expo, and am I going to be able to do it? Yes, I am. I'm actually going to be able to borrow 1 little Zergling right below the orbital, so he can't quite land it just yet. Because of this, I'm also seeing the tanks out of position, And there you go. I actually managed to get a free snipe and deny this export from London once again. But he does have a lot of Marines, so this link did get picked off by the missile that's constructed. But I did manage to delay it for a little bit, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job so far. He only just now has a stim pack on the way, and it's 20 minutes, so it is pretty late. He will get it because I don't have the means to stop it. It is so well protected by the missile turrets that I'm not actually able to snipe this unless I do some kind of a baneling or even a speedling job. But those research have not been made. So my third hatch has been completed, and my hive is on the way. So I'm actually trying to get into my hive tech ASAP. You see a lot of Zerglithium dropped in, so I'm not sure what I'm up to. If I go to Units tab, it's actually he did catch up with me army-wise. He has a better army than me. This Heron is still just that chilling out. But I am starting to saturate my gold expo, which is really important because the quicker I can mine it out, the better for me. Because, you know, as you know, Zergs can just throw down so much more army. However, I did not have any macro hatches. I don't have a macro hatch here or a macro hatch here or whatever. So, only now I'm getting my upgrades. I'm getting tunnel enclosed for roaches, a Zerg fly attacks 1, and I also threw down 2 Evo chambers. So, we see if that's going to actually work out. We do see Xor trying to get a fast third. He is trying to get this command center up and running. I'm actually doing some harassment from the other side now. Because I can. You know, why not do it? I'm actually managed to contaminate his medivacs, delaying the healing of his troops. However, there are 2 medivacs right on the field, so his marines will be functional. And there is this infantry ammo one way. I'm trying to delay it by destroying the engineering bay. However, here comes his marines, actually stimming them as well, trying to get me. And that's not going to happen. And he's actually falling back, just running in and out. And he does decide to fall back, stay just outside the range of the gas place. Having sight, however, because of the medivacs, not anymore though. He doesn't have the sight anymore. He thinks I went away, but I'm still here, ready to attack. They do have 1 attack on the way, and actually getting an Ultra Scout, as well as Zerg melee attacks 1 and the ammo 1. And this base is still not working as such. I'm only now transferring my drones. If I go to income tab, 50 to 33 harvesters. I am strongly ahead in the economy, which I think is pretty good. And I'm actually just going in again, trying to make sure this engineering bay does not complete. His army is way far away. He's not going to be able to actually stop me. And we do see Xor actually moving out. So I'm just trying to mine as much of these rich monthlies as I can before this army of Marines, siege tanks, and medivacs comes out. I don't know if I have enough to actually hold it off, because I only got a pack of Marines. I'm actually able to get a free tank snipe. Yes, I am. The tanks are not sieged. However, also my units have been taken out. I've got nothing to defend. If I go to units tab, I've got 11 links, 6 meters back in the base, but nothing by the gold. So I am forced to actually run away. I do spawn some more lobby because it's very difficult to kill them. They do have like 10 armor, and the only thing that can really kill them is the DTs. But he didn't manage to take out any of my drones, and I do have 4 Ultralisks on the way with all the upgrades. So Chitinous Plating given the Ultralisk 2 armor, Zerg melee attacks 1, and normal Zerg ground 1 armor. So this just means I get a tiny bit more, tiny bit better ultras. He does have his 3rd, however, it is not mining as such, and I think he's going to be actually trying to do some kind of push. I do have Link spawn here, which might not be the best choice at this time because the Marines and the tanks are so close. And I'm actually moving in, and I don't think I can actually even run up those Links. Nope, they do end up dying, not even killing off one of the Marines. Here comes the Ultras. Scary, scary Ultras. So I am throwing down Ultras. I don't have the Great Aspire, but I am throwing down 3 more Ultras, trying to get an Ultra Ball, trying to get my 3rd, what the usual 3rd for the Zergs is. I then got a bit too cocky, trying to grab the gold. I'm actually letting the Terran expand as well. I do not know he has this, but I'm also getting a 4th. because he can't be in 2 places at once. His army is not huge, or huge enough, I should say. I'm just trying to split up my army. I do have some links here. I got Mutas. I think I got quite a bit. I'm just trying to do a little bit of harassment, trying to go back in his base, which is gonna get completely annihilated by the tanks. I'm actually able to get some splash damage on one of them, but I don't think that's good enough. So we do have the Marines moving out onto the creep. I'm able to see them. I actually got some roaches coming up pretty fast. And we'll see how this goes. I got some ultras hidden here. And the main strike was here. So here comes the lings. And here comes the ultras. They do have 4 armor. So that could be pretty scary side. The tank is not well guarded. And even though he is trying to micro his troops, I mean, Marines against 1-0 Marines against 4-1 Ultras, not the best combination. So his army does get just munched to pieces, and as a response, he does build up a armory to get the foes. Foes really good against Ultras. But I've got quite a nice little amount here. I do have a 3rd base he does not know about. And it is a 2-base Zerg, 3-base Zerg on 3-base Terran. So Terran theoretically ahead. I am getting my Great Aspire as well. So I am trying to just see what I can actually make happen. I did not rebuild the gold or this one, in fact, although I should have. I should have probably grabbed all these expos by now, but I'm actually just doing it now, actually. One expansion does go down. And this is a pretty risky move. I do have so many drones just going off on the road. Hoping not to get interrupted. So 2-2 ground coming in. And he is just now getting 1-1 for his Marines, completing 1 armor. I did deny it earlier by destroying the engineering bay here. And he's also getting 1 attack for the foes. He did queue up 2 foes. He's actually getting so many barracks. And as you can see, a Great Aspire is nearly done. 5 corps are on the way. And he doesn't have any Vikings at all. He's actually getting some Marauders from the Sea of Daggers. There's another 2 hatcheries coming in from me, because I have so many minerals. I mean, I might as well. If I go to Income tab, it's dead even. 51 to 51, plus mules from the Terran player. So I guess economically Xor is in front. However, I do have so much hive tech that that's going to be really hard to counter with the unit combination that Xor has, because he has tanks, Thors, a few Marines, and he's actually making a lot of Marauders right now. While I'm morphing in my Broodlords, actually, at least I should be morphing in my Broodlords. Do we see the morph? No, we don't, but we do have my 3rd base is working on gas. I just put down them on gas. I got another 4th base just finishing, and the 5th I think it is a 4th. No, it's a 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count. Yay! So here comes the Broodlords. He actually has one of the towers with a Marine. I've got the other one, and I think we can actually see this. Yeah, we can actually see that we got the other tower. So here comes 4 Broodlords. And this is actually really nice play by Xor, having turrets on every expansion, making sure I can't do any damage whatsoever. But he does need to be careful, because I am building up this gas heavy army. If I go to Xor's screen, I think he actually does see my Broodlords. I'm actually moving them into his sight, so he's just like, oh shit, there are Broodlords on the way. And his response straight away, Vikings. He does need to get a lot of them, but he does have the minerals. 2 for them, too many. I do have 2 more Ultras on the way. I do have 2 upgrades on them. And I don't have the gas, which throw down 3-3. But I do have this expansion here, and this expansion here, and this one is actually mining gas already. And we might see the ultimate showdown here, with a massive fight of foes, Marines, tanks, against Ultras and the army. And these are not siege, so that gives me a bit of an advantage, because these tanks are not siege just yet. He's not even sieging them, so I'm able to these Ultras are able to just get through and munch through the tanks. I also got roaches. and the broodlords to do the main damage. So here comes the showdown. I'm not actually able to micro too well here, but he is trying to macro here. And I do have one queen for transfuse. And I do transfuse this overload. It did get hit, so I thought, yeah, I might as well get the transfuse going. I do have 2 Ultralisks, 3 Ultras Glaive, and his army just got munched to pieces. Because Ultras, they do have area attack, and I do have 2 more coming in, so I'm not sure, but I think I'm pretty ahead right now. If I go to income tab, 68 for Xor, 53 for me. However, I got more bases, which means I get the gas. Minerals is not really a problem for me since I have this gold, but the gas is really, really nice. He does have an expansion here, by the way, and my muse is actually there waiting for him. So I'm actually able to deny his 4th by sheer luck. And we'll see how that goes. It actually does go down. I'm actually building Adrenaline Glands, which is an upgrade of Zergling Speed. It does bring down Zergling Speed to 0.59, which is really, really fast. And it's of course upgraded versions of Speedlings, since they do have 2-2. And if I go to the Marines of Xor, they only go 1-2, which does give me the advantage, showing that actually there are a lot of Vikings right now. So my Broodlords are not going to be as efficient. They only got 4 though, and 7 Ultras were on the field. 5 came out just now, and 135 food to 181 food. So I guess I'm ahead. I did manage to take out this expansion. And I don't know if he actually knows I got this expo just yet. I might unreveal it to him just now by having those meters here. Yes, he is going to see my expo. No, he's not. He's actually falling back. Or is he just waiting for his whole army? We will see what's... Yeah, he is moving in. So this expo will get taken out. I did manage to save my mutas though, which is probably the most important thing. And, well, 182 to 187 drones going down rapidly. But look at, if I go to units tab, 11 Ultralisks, 7 Mutalisks, 4 Broodlords, 3 Roaches, 27 Zerglings. With the Adrenaline Glands, with Ground 3 coming in. Although I don't think there's going to be a lot of time to do that. So I am just getting my army together, hoping to intercept this army on the way back, so I don't have to fight this army and this army at once. I'm not sure that's actually going to be the case, but we'll see now, because here comes the main attack. I actually got 5 more Ultras back in the base, just to reinforce the attack in case it fails. And here comes the Speedlings. They are running first, followed by the Ultras and like a few Roaches. And here comes the main showdown. Here comes the stem, here comes the army, and he's actually forced to retreat. And I'm not sure if that was actually a good idea, because he did lose quite a bit, because these Speedlings attack very, very fast. And there's just so many Ultras on the field. I mean, seriously. These forces get munched. They don't even have armor. They're on 0-1, and my Ultras are on 5 armor to attack. So as we can see, they just munching through the foes. I also got the Broodlords are still alive. However, you know, they don't attack they can't attack ground. They can't attack air, sorry. So my bad. Apologies for that. And actually Vikings get him stop attacking, so this Broodlord is gonna be able to do additional damage. It is on 1-1. And oh my god, what is he up to? He actually let this Broodlord actually take out some AA turrets. And just able to do some, trying to destroy the this command center. Does go down, and only now does this thing actually die. Only now did my Broodlord die. So 2 Ultras against 1 SCV, and actually we now see repairers is getting pulled up, but they're not on auto repair. So they just stood by the Thor and just looked at it. And Ultras now in Xor's main. He does try to get a few Marauders and Marines out, and just some APM spam here, hoping it's going to make them come up faster. But I do have more back in the base. So I do have 3 Ultras back in the base, 3 more coming out, 3 nearly complete, and Xor does GG. So it does bring up the main score to 1-0. And on Metalopolis, my most hated to say map, the oldest SC2 map, it was out since the beat her, I think. I'm pretty positive.